everyone, this is Diva from BLOODHUNTER, and you're watching That Metal Interview podcast.
That Metal Interview.
The wait is over. The long wait is over to hear what Diva Satanica has to say about her departure from Nervosa and Prika, the leader of Nervosa. So to all the fan base that is awaiting to hear what Diva says, the time is now. It's here. She is here to speak about the reasons why she left Nervosa, and you guys are going to hear it. And nothing bad. Nobody has been thrown under the bus or nothing like that. Just honest answers, simple, honest fan questions that we want to know. And Diva was nice enough to chat and talk about all that subject that fans want to know. So anyways, for now, let's spin some Bloodhunter. Here is the latest jam from Bloodhunter by the title of Never Let It Rest with Mr. Tim Ripper Owens on guest vocals. Check it out, Bloodhunter. face melting metal for you guys from Bloodhunter. Never Let It Rest with Mr. Ripper Owens on vocals as a guest on this song with Bloodhunter. What a treat for us fans. That's just an awesome treat. And you guys can find this jam on Bloodhunter's latest album, 2022's Knowledge Was the Prize, Maldito Records. To all the fans from Spain, Europe, Brazil, worldwide, here it is, our exclusive interview with Diva Satanica of Bloodhunter. Enjoy. So that was one of my questions. What part of the world are you at? Where are you?
Yeah, I live like far from the city center because Madrid it's like the jungle, So I need more peace. And I live like in the mountains, like 40 kilometers from the city center or something like that.
Oh, really? Wow, that's cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Privacy from the population and all that. That's cool. So.
Oh, of course.
So let's speak. Well, first of all, welcome back to the show. You've been here about 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me again.
Yes, of course. Thank you for making time. And this time you're here to promote Bloodhunter. Let's speak about. Let's talk about the latest album. Knowledge Was the Prize. Is the last one you did, right? Who writes the riffs and the lyrics and all that stuff, Diva?
So, we've been trying different processes with the years because we always are like searching for new ways of working. So in the beginning, Danny Arcos, who was a founder member of the band and the guitar player, started to write almost everything, even the drum parts, everything.
Yeah.
But the very first time when I joined the band, he asked me to write like the first lyrics in my life because I joined the band in 2012.
12, right? Yeah.
And we recorded, our very first demo in 2013, I think. So he was just searching for a vocalist. He was not searching for a growler because he had another singer in the beginning that he was actually singing clean. But he knew that I was like super obsessed with the extreme metal at that time, and I was like a super fan of writing stuff about occultism and philosophy. So he asked me to write my very first lyric, and it was the lyrics for The Bloody Throne from our first album. And since then, I always write the lyrics, but sometimes we just try to write something and make it fit into one song that is already recorded, like a demo, or just the opposite, I just listen to the song and then I write myself the lyrics. It depends on the moment, on the inspiration.
How about the music? Is it the whole band pitches in ideas or just one guy? Or?
Yeah, kind of the same because we had many different amazing musicians along the years with us.
Yeah.
People have different priorities, life changes, and it depends on the band members, but most part of the music of Bloodhunter is written by Danny and me mainly. But since Adrian, our last drummer, joined the band like 3 years ago, he participates also in the writings of the demos and the drum parts, and also Guillermo, which is the second guitar player, has been helping us a lot, adding new textures to the music because he's a guitar teacher. So
oh, wow.
he knows a lot about theory, and that allow us to open a bit more the different styles that we want to play. It's not only about death metal, but if you know more about music and theory, it's easier to write much more difficult or technical stuff. For example, with this new album, Knowledge Was the Prize, we have one song which started as a bulería, which is a subgenre of the flamenco, and it's amazing how he made it fit perfectly into the death metal vibe. So we are super happy to have him. Yeah,
I play guitar and I hear all the complicated stuff, and it's not simple. You guys make some real nice music, and complicated but nice. Very cool stuff and professional, and congrats on that. Bloodhunter sounds professional, and the musicians are great, and of course you're great yourself. Awesome. So
wow, thank you so much.
Yes, have you guys ever been to the US or Mexico?
No, never. When the pandemic started, it was at the same time when I was starting, like, negotiating to join my ex-band, Nervosa. And we had some plans on the table, like going to Mexico and South America, because some promoters has started contacted us, but we couldn't do anything as many other bands because of the pandemic situation. And then when I joined Nervosa, like the chances were super limited, because Nervosa was asking me for a lot of time out from home, and there was no possible way to make fit both the schedules. So yeah, it was a pity, because all my bandmates were waiting for me while I was working with the other band, and I think that we lose some chances, but yeah, for the future, of course, we are working on a new album already, and we just started speaking with some record labels and some promoters too, and booking agencies, so just have a whole plan set so we can go everywhere.
Yeah, awesome. Must be a difficult subject. Speaking of what happened between you and Nervosa, we'll get to that later. Just a couple of questions, nothing. We won't put you on the spot,
Okay.
nothing like that. We're not like that. But
Yeah, no problem at all.
yeah, so I saw the video for Never Let It Rest. With Ripper Owens, one of the greatest singers of our time, right? How did you contact him, or did you guys know him already? One of your guys, or did you know him?
This is super funny, because Danny, again, our guitar player and founder member, is a huge fan of Judas Priest, but especially with Tim Ripper Owens. I think his favorite album is Jugulator.
Yeah.
And it was like a dream come true for him, because we wanted to have like a male vocalist, but with this clean style, just like to create this contradiction between the female clean vocals, male rough vocals. No way. We were thinking just like changing everything, and we wanted like some guy to do the clean parts. And we thought, okay, we have many favorite singers that we would like to work with, but if we could choose, like in a dream, someone to work, and he was immediately like Tim. And we were like, okay, we can try, let's see. And our management agency just tried to get in contact with him, and he was amazing. He just listened to the song, say yes, of course. He flew to Spain in 2021. We filmed the video clip. We spent one day with him. He's a super down-to-earth man. He's amazing. And of course, he's a great musician, an amazing vocalist, a super underrated vocalist because he can sing whatever. He can do the when he sang the tracks for the song, we were so impressed, because he could do everything, from the highest screams, even some fry screaming in the back. It was amazing. We were super honored and super happy to be able to work with him.
Yeah, super talented. I didn't know he could sing like that, because I heard his stuff with Judas Priest and other side projects that he's done, and I heard the song with you guys, his collaboration with you guys, and he sings different. He sings kind of like you, or I'm not sure how to say it, but it sounds great.
Yeah. He sent like a lot of different tracks with different registers, and it was simply amazing the way he could make everything fit in one together. It was like, okay, this guy absolutely can sing super high, but then he could do something like super close to the growl side or to the fry screaming side. It was simply amazing, because that allowed me to make my voice fit perfectly into the whole song. So it was a magnificent collaboration for sure.
Back to Bloodhunter, who chose the name of the band, and what's behind the name?
Okay, that's another funny thing, because I remember I was in the university, I think, like 100 years ago or so.
So you're about 115 years old.
Man, that was a long time ago. But I was just texting with Danny, and he was like, okay, I need a name for a music project that I'm working with, and I need something like dark and something that describes like a horror movie. He was thinking about like a new lineage of people like vampires or someone who just like, The Walking Dead, but not zombies, who were born to conquer the world. And I was just thinking and thinking instead of paying attention to the teacher at that time. And it just came to my mind like, okay, Blood Hunter,
Yeah.
Blood Hunter sounds great. And that was it. Since that day, the band got its name.
Wow, very cool. Sounds like a movie, kind of like one of those vampire movies, right?
Yeah, like a high school movie.
So you guys just did you guys just performed for the first time for this year, right? How did that go?
Pretty well, because we've been our last show indeed it was last month here in Spain, and these were some dates that we were postponing since the pandemic situation, because we released the album like in May 2022, and we could only perform like a couple of shows here in Spain to introduce the album to the fans, and we were just longing to do more, to play more shows here like we used to do. And we were just searching for new dates. We spoke with our management agency, and we were trying like, okay, let's do a couple of more here, let's work on the new demos for the new album, and let's see for the following months we can just start showing new material.
Wow, very cool. So are you guys playing any stuff of the new album, or is this only stuff from the old albums?
Yeah, we every time that we release a new album, we just change the set list completely, like adding more stuff from the new album, from the most recent one. And of course, we have a lot of songs from the Knowledge Was the Prize album, because we only had the chance to play like 5 or 6 shows the last year to play these new songs. So we are playing a bit more for this year, and so we can just finish our commitments in here, and then we will go back to the studio to just start working on a new album so we can play fully worldwide.
Oh, I thought you guys were done with a new recording.
No, not yet, because it's been like for the previous album, for Knowledge Was the Prize, it's been like we really have it ready like in 2020, but we wanted to wait a bit more to release it, because we thought that it was not worthy, to release an album in the middle of the pandemic situation. It was something like, okay, we cannot play shows, what are we gonna do with this album? It's like throwing the money to and flash, So yeah, we were thinking like, okay, let's wait a bit more. That's why we released it in 2022. And then we really didn't have too much time to work on new stuff, because we were like interrupted all the time, because I was far from home and it was difficult to work all together. We have been working in different stuff, like some live in studio to, release like a couple of songs for Spotify or something like that. We were also recording these new demos, but we don't have everything. It's like we always like to record at least 10 songs or something like that, and it was tough just to finish all the deadlines. So yeah, but we are in the process, so hopefully at the end of this year probably we will enter the studio, of course.
Awesome. So that's cool that you have 100% time now with Blood Hunter. Very cool. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, I'm always working with side projects, doing other collabs, and working with a lot of different stuff, because that's very needed for me as an artist too, to be able to develop and learn from other musicians, because that way you learn different stuff that probably if you don't step out from the death metal side, you'll never do. So yeah, that's what I like to do, and it's important for me to have that freedom of choosing whatever I want to do at every time. And yeah, of course, now I'm much more focused on Blood Hunter, which is my main band. But of course, I will keep on working with side projects and other collabs as usual.
Any side projects you can mention to us fans, like so we can check out your work, like bands or?
Not yet, but I've been doing a lot of collabs during the last years for Spanish artists, mainly like maybe Crysis, which is a thrash metal band.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I did a a small collaboration for their song "The World Needs Mosh," and a lot of studio collaborations that I did indeed in the past months. Of course, I'm gonna be I almost forget. Oh my god, I'm gonna be in the next and last Holy Moses new album.
Yes.
So that's a big honor for me because they just that was fun too because I met Gerd, the drummer, at one festival in Europe last summer, and he just came and say hi because he knew me from before because Bloodhunter played with Holy Moses some years ago.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, how are you? Long time no see. We are working in a new Holy Moses album, and we would like to have you in it." And I was like, "Of course, sure. Tell me everything." And yeah, that was it. They just sent me the song and they explained to me that it's gonna be their last album.
Wow.
And that was super sad for me, but it's a huge honor as a fan.
Yeah, congratulations on that. Yeah, I saw that. The Holy Moses, they got you in there for a song, and then I saw you got on stage with them, right?
Yeah, that was like many years ago. We were playing with Bloodhunter in Portugal in a festival, and I was a huge fan of them, and of course of Sabina. It was like one of my main references in the rolling world. I was like devoted to her. Like, wow, she was one of the first ones in the business, and for me, she's amazing. So we were there sharing the stage, and we met in the backstage, and she was super kind to me. Like, would you like to sing a song with me? And I was like,
wow.
So yeah, she was super kind, and she told me like, okay, let's do Too Drunk to Fuck. And I was like, cool,
yeah,
let's do it. So I just jumped into the stage with them and did this collaboration, which is in my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. And that was how everything started.
Wow, very cool. Awesome. So you're also voted one of the nation's best female singers by Mariscal Rock. Congratulations on that. Congratulations on that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. This is like a contest made for the readers of the magazine, and it's one of the biggest magazines here in Spain about music and rock. So it's like a huge honor for me because it's like this recognition of being working for many years in your country, and everyone from here and part of South America, they voted me just one of them, and
wow.
I'm just super happy. Yeah.
Wow, it must feel awesome to be voted like that, like one of the best. You are one of the best. I mean, you have a wide range of pitches, and then you can
thank you.
different styles, right? Wow, congrats. That's cool. So
thank you.
Give us your favorite Bloodhunter song to sing live.
I don't know, probably from the new album, there's this song that is called Spreading Your Disease. Which I was talking before about this kind of bulería style in the riffs. And the lyrics are just one of the ones that I feel most proud of it, because it has like this metaphorical meaning. I was inspired by the Paradise Lost of Milton, not the band, the book. And it's about this fight between heaven and hell and God with Satan, and it's something like it's a metaphor about the good and evil, both parts inside of you, and how the one calls the other. And it's super difficult for me to sing because it's super fast, and also with my register that doesn't allow to sing super long phrases. It was a huge challenge for me.
Wow, really?
Because I usually move a lot on stage, and that affects your breathing control. So it was like, okay, stay still for a while, finish the sentence, and then you can go. But it's an amazing song, and I'm super proud that be part of this album because I think it's what can I say, the best that we recorded so far. So yeah.
Wow. So for fans and people that don't know, so people don't know you're a teacher, you're a vocal coach, vocal teacher. Are you still doing that?
Yeah, when I was on tour, that was impossible because I didn't have a place to just give the lessons. So I had to stop for 1.5 years. And when I was at home, I was so exhausted that I couldn't even open my mouth to talk, So it was like I couldn't do it for a while. But now, I'm back to it. And that's another thing that I really, really love because I learn a lot from other musicians and singers too. And it's amazing because I met a lot of fantastic vocalists. The other day, I had with me Beeps from Trilis. I also had Marina Latorraca from Phantom Elite, which is an amazing band. And yeah, that's fantastic just to be able to share knowledge between vocalists. It's fantastic, and it's super fun when they just sing cleans, but they want to learn more just to develop the fresh screaming or the growling side, and it's super fun, because they are amazing, and I'm picturing myself like, okay, I'm teaching this glorious singer to make this horrible sound, but it's super great. Everyone is super kind, and I really enjoy that.
The horrible sound. That's cool. Well, that sounds cool. The horrible sound sounds cool. So
much.
I'm a local musician here in Texas, and I understand a little bit of traveling in vans and this and that. How did you take care of your voice on the road with Nervosa? I know you guys did a couple of big tours in Europe and Latin America. What's your regimen there? How do you take care of your voice?
Yeah, sleeping is the most important thing so you can recover. But during the last tour in South America, it was everything like traveling by plane day by day and playing at the same day. So it was insane because probably for a week you were sleeping just like 5 hours for the entire week.
Wow.
And that was super exhausting because, it was super hot. That plus the lack of sleep, you don't eat well, you don't rest well, you don't have a proper place to sleep because you have to take another plane and you just fell into the bed for 1 hour and let's go to the next city. So that was a lot. Yeah, I mean, I really love it. It was an amazing experience. I really wish I can make it happen for BLOODHUNTER. If somebody tells me like tomorrow you go to South America, I mean,
it'll happen.
Amazing.
You guys are great. It'll happen. You guys sound badass, and you guys are great. For sure, you guys are getting there.
I hope so. I hope so because we were working on it like 2 years ago, and then everything had to be stopped. And yeah, it's like one of my dreams with them, because in South America, people is super passionate. Like here in Spain, they are super hot-blooded, and we love that. It's like they enjoy every single second of every song. And yeah, of course, when I was there with Nervosa, there were many people coming to our shows with BLOODHUNTER t-shirts, and that was amazing. Like, wow. Guys, this is just simply great. Like, we have to be there. So yeah, I just tried to sleep as much as I could in every corner. Like, I don't care if we're doing sound check while the others are setting up their gear. I just sit here in this chair and I'm gonna close my eyes and sleep for 20 seconds. That was it. And mainly that, trying to drink a lot of water, nothing like alcohol or stuff like that, because that really affects your voice. And yeah, that was it. I couldn't make any exercise or working out because I was so exhausted that I just couldn't even breathe, so
damn, wow.
That was it.
Some people don't know what you guys go through. People think you get off the stage and then it's a short ride to the next city, and then, or not even planes, or some people don't know. Wow. Yeah,
and we are living in a very difficult time for musicians, actually, because you think, okay, maybe this happens only with the medium or the smallest bands, but no. I remember our last show in South America, it was in Sao Paulo with Krita, with Behemoth and Arch Enemy.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
And Nergal from Behemoth was so exhausted. He was posting a picture in the airport like, dude, we've been without sleeping for the last 3 days, and they are doing a security control in the airport to me. Like, leave me alone, please. I just wanna get into the plane and sleep, and that's
Yeah.
it. And it's really really heavy how that affects your mood and of course your performance, because you're not 100%. I think we have so many live shows nowadays that people just can't afford it, because for example, here in Spain we have like more than 3 shows per day, which is fantastic, but people just have to choose because they just can pay 3 different tickets, or just
Yeah.
go into a show every week. It's super expensive here, so it's a problem,
Yeah.
clearly, because if people just can't attend the shows, musicians just can't play, because they
Yeah.
cannot play for no one.
Yeah.
So I think this is the time that we should like readjust everything, because this is a nonsense. And of course, musicians want to play, and people want to go to the shows, but we have to find like this balance, because
Yeah.
it's not normal anymore. I mean, during the pandemic situation, it was crazy, because we were like dying for going anywhere, but now it's like too much, and everyone at the same time. So it's super crazy. I
Yeah.
think probably tours have to be shorter, and I don't know. We have to think about how to make it possible.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of choices for the fans. A lot of tours. You're right. That's right. Same thing in the U.S. A lot of tours everywhere. Big tours, small tours, and so. But it's cool for the fans. We have a lot of choices. But like you say, you have to split the. If I only have $60 for a concert, I mean, I have to decide whether it's Bloodhunter or whoever, right? So that's hard for us too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm speaking both as a fan and as a musician, because, for example, here in Madrid, where I live, it's not a cheap city to live. It's everything. It's super expensive.
Oh, really? Okay.
People pay crazy money for the rents. And if you have to choose between paying the rent, paying the bills,
Yeah.
and going to one more show during the month, it's simply impossible. It's not sustainable. And that's why a lot of tours didn't make it to Spain, because people just can't go. There's a lot of stuff. And the last show that I came, it was like last month, Bullet for My Valentine with Ginger and
Nice.
Atreyu.
Wow.
And it was an amazing show, but it was not a sold out. And I'm sure some years ago it should be a sold out, because the 3 are amazing bands, and they deliver an amazing show. So that's not the problem. But
Nice.
people are just financially, like struggling pretty hard.
Yeah, it's hard. But if you're a true fan, I mean, just go see the band and come home to no electricity,
Yeah.
no water. That's fine.
Yeah, of course. That's
Sit-
what I did.
sit there in the dark.
Yeah.
So at what point? Here's a tough question, Diva. At what point did you decide, and you told Prika that you're done with Nervosa? At what point was this? Last year for sure, right?
Yeah, it was not something that I was thinking like for a year or something like that. There was some things going on that I didn't agree pretty much with that. And I just tried to speak with her, as, for example, Eleni did when she left, or Mia at her time, about some decisions that we just wanted to take part in, because it was involving our personal lives and our daily routines. Like, for example, going on tour next week, you have to fly tomorrow. It's like, come on,
Yeah.
wait. So, yeah, it was like I was thinking about it. Of course, it was not easy.
Yeah.
And I'm super grateful for all the whole experience. I learned a lot. I met a lot of amazing people.
Yeah.
I just met new friends on the way. But also, you have to be honest with yourself. And I was not happy anymore the way we were doing many things. So I thought the best, it would be just speak with her. And as she's pretty used to work alone and take all the decisions alone, it was better for me just to step aside and let the band keep on going, because it didn't make any sense to start fighting or getting in bad terms or something like that. So it was better just to do this, because in the end, Nervosa is a band that has been
For
you know
years.
have this big exposure to for other female musicians, which I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I think it's an important thing to remember for everyone, that is an amazing example for other women, just to say, okay, if these girls could make it, maybe I can do it too. And that's it. It's like it was the time. It was an amazing experience, and just it was better for me to step aside.
You know what's cool of you, Diva, and very respectful that I noticed, and I'm sure a lot of fans noticed. You gave Prika your let's say, I'm leaving the band, and then you still did the tour. You still did is that correct?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool of you to come through with the contracts, and you know what? I'm still here. I'm gonna go through all the contracts, and we're still friends, and blah blah. That's cool. Wow.
In the end, she just gave me a beautiful chance to join her project, and I'm super grateful for that. So I think there's no reason to be mean with the others. Life changes, you face different challenges day by day, so why just to be mean and rude and start another controversy? There's no need for that. I don't like that. I'm not that kind of person, and of course there's some things that hurt at some points, but it's better just to discuss it face to face, and that's it. No one needs to know like everything and the horrible things in the end, because when you spend some time, like months 24/7 with the same people, and in difficult situations, the bad mood appears, show up, because it's something that you just can't avoid. I mean, if you don't sleep, don't eat properly, if you're exhausted, at some point you just get mad with the tech guy or the sound guy, or with your bandmates or whatever. But I think that the most important thing is just to keep that respect between us, and of course, as I said, no hard feelings, just a different chapter, and that's it.
Yeah, well, congrats on this new chapter for us fans. I knew of Bloodhunter, of course, and this is so cool that you're gonna do 100% now with Bloodhunter and the guys, and very cool for us fans. Diva still exists. Some people,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, some people think that's the end of Diva, and you're gonna disappear into the horizon, the sky, like a movie. But no, Diva continues with Bloodhunter, right?
I don't. I mean, my whole intention, it was always just to try to make a living from this, of course. But first of all, enjoying what I do, it's the most important thing for me. If I can not enjoy what I'm doing, the music that I perform, that's a nonsense for me. So it's super important that I do what I like to do and what I enjoy to do. And Bloodhunter, it's been always my band. Maybe where I was wrong, it was when I thought that we could make like this balance between both the schedules of the bands, but that was not possible, because with Nervosa, it was never that intention, so if I was like, if I just opened my eyes, like, okay, this band plays the entire year, it's going to be impossible. But at that time, you just don't think about that, because I spoke with Prika in the beginning that, look, I don't want to leave my band, because this is my band.
Yeah.
I've been working with this band for the last 10 years, 15 years. So
yeah, part of your life.
It's super important for me to keep the work going on. And she just said, okay, no problem, just keep on going, we will find a way. But in the end, we never found a way, so
never found a way to balance both bands.
Yeah, when you just try, but you just go against the wall, like no, maybe we are busy, or I don't know, it's very difficult, so I respect that, because obviously Nervosa is a band that always played huge tours. So if that's the point, it's not gonna be me who is gonna stop the entire schedule, and that's it. It's okay. Exactly.
Well, we're with you on your decision, us fans. I'm pretty sure I speak for a lot of fans, and we're here to support Diva and Bloodhunter for sure. So keep going with what you're doing, and give it 100% with the guys. That's cool. We're here with you.
Oh, thank you so much. That's super, super kind. Thank you, James. Yeah.
Can you
we
do
will be working harder than ever, for sure.
right? Exactly. Thank you, Diva. Thank you for your time, and thank you for the update and all the shaky questions and all that. Thank you for being strong and all that. So thank you for that. Would you like to give a message to your fans listening to this podcast?
Sure. Thank you so much to everyone that supported me during the Nervosa era, during the Bloodhunter era from the beginning. And I'm super, super excited about the future plans with Bloodhunter. Can't wait to share the new stuff with you. So just stay tuned because we have a lot of work to show you. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Diva. And for now, we can check out Knowledge Was the Price. And there's other albums from Bloodhunter. So for the fans that didn't know about it, so now you know. And thank you, Diva. We'll let you go, and we appreciate your time. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for always supporting me and giving me the chance to be back to your podcast.
Awesome. Thank you, Diva. We'll speak soon again.
Yeah, sure. Take care, James. Bye-bye.
And we appreciate your company to all our friends and fans of That Metal Interview podcast. Dear friend James, appreciate your company. And thank you to Diva for returning to the show, and this time to promote Bloodhunter, as that will be her future, a permanent future that is. And congrats on her nomination there. And also congrats to the Bloodhunter guys, which have Diva back for 100%, and they're here to rule the world. So a big shout out to the Bloodhunter band, as well as Diva, and nothing against the Nervosa camp. We are all here supporters of both parties, and I believe I speak for most of the fans, of course. But anyways, thank you, Diva, one more time, and we hope to see Bloodhunter on tour in the US, Mexico, Latin America, Japan, all of Europe, of course, and worldwide. So we can't wait for the new album sometime in the future. And for now, don't forget to keep it metal.
That Metal Interview.